Hey guys, Nico here, and today I am drawing my Undertale OC while talking about my stories of being clumsy and busting my head open, or of some way just being clumsy. So the first one, I don't know exactly when it happened. It's happened whenever I was really little, but I had somehow fallen, and I had either bitten my lip and now I have a scar there, or I hit it on like a coffee table or something. And then, because I don't remember them much, so I can't really give you details about it because I was like 1 or 2. And so the next one happened whenever I was first learning to walk, so when I was 1 or 2. And was walking into the kitchen and I had tripped, and my the middle of my forehead had gotten busted open by the fridge. By the corner of the fridge. Yeah. Don't know how that happened, but people started calling my scar the Harry Potter scar, which is kind of funny. So the next one was also when I was very young. I was playing with a pillow and a zipper went in my head. Yeah. We don't know how that happened. We just know it happened somehow. Yeah. So the next one happened whenever I was like 5, 4 or 5, and I was getting ready to pick up my toys from the living room, and we had a glass table. So I tripped over my shoe and fell face first into the glass table, and now have a scar right underneath my eye, like right diagonally from my eye. So yeah. And then the next story was whenever I was in preschool, and I was at school when this happened. So we were having recess, and we had a really small play area, but there was only about 10 of us. But I was running around and ran into one of the other kids, and he went flying back into a bush. He didn't have any scratches or anything. I went flying back into the AC unit and busted my head open. I had to have 3 staples on my head. But surprisingly, it didn't hurt when I got them put in or pulled out, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but hey, it didn't hurt, so that's a good thing. But I do remember that I got this little dog stuffed animal, and it had its eyes were going in 2 different directions, and it was really cute. So the next one is when I was in 1st grade, I'm pretty sure. So we were going to recess, and I started running towards this monkey bar thing. It was in a dome shape, but it was monkey bars. So I went up, grabbed it, somehow went so far up that I flipped over and scraped the bottom of my chin. And you can see the scar more and more. Over time, you can just see it more and more. And don't mind ice if you hear in the background. I got some root beer at the gas station. And it's delicious. I think the next one was whenever I was in 3rd grade. So, I was helping my stepdad with the dishes, and for some reason, I decided to grab a knife and cut open a bag or something, and I had cut my finger open really bad. Luckily, it was on my left hand, so I could still write and stuff. But it's in the very middle of my pointer finger on my left hand, and it's ginormous. It's crazy. And I haven't actually hurt myself where I had to get stitches or anything since then, but I still have clumsy stories. So, in 6th grade, we were doing parkour stuff, and I went to jump over this bar, and whenever I jumped over it, my foot got caught, and I spun around, went around it, and hit my head super hard on the concrete. Luckily, I didn't bust my head open, but it still hurt for at least a week after that. And once again, doing parkour with some of my friends on the playground, I was like jumping over this it was like a bench, but it was meant to like jump around on or something, or do balance, something along those lines. And I went to jump over it, and I hit the front of my calf really hard on the thing. I had a bump there that lasted like 2 weeks, and it was super big. It was crazy. And then this actually happened, I think, a few weeks ago. But I was at school in choir, and we weren't doing anything. And for some reason, one of my friends kept getting closer and closer to me, so I started backing up. And then it basically became a chase. I was walking backwards, and she was chasing after me. And then I knew the room well, but there was this one cord that was connected to a TV that was in the room. And I don't know if I tripped over that or if I tripped over my own foot, but I tripped over it, and I fell, and it was really funny. And then basically, me, her, and all of my other friends started laughing. It was really funny. And I'm pretty sure that's all of the stories I have, at least for now. I'm sure I can think of some others some other time, so I'll tell you those when I remember them. So, bye guys! Nico out!